talking to the wivies or to the wives or the women that you guys are claiming on the Dear Future Wifey podcast, a pastor wife by the name of Kelly Steele. And I'm saying this with a smile on my face because believe me, this is going to get pretty toxic for me. Says she was graced by God to prepare her husband for his mistress visit. She ironed his clothes, packed his suitcases. She was preparing her husband for the mistress visits. And this was through the grace of God. So with that being said, I would love to hear y'all thoughts on this. Did this woman need some thoughts and prayers? I don't know. But what are your thoughts? Because the internet reacted wildly to this.
I think this is a good woman, and you guys could learn a few things from her, not just the ironing and supporting her man, but you know what, letting him be himself, and getting on board. I think we need more of this. See, this is part of the hubris of some women. Is it never occurs to you? You know what? This woman might know something I don't know. She might have a little slice of the game that I could use. Where your husband at now? You don't know. But she knows where her man is, which is more than a lot of women can say. Salute to her. Shout out to her. We should give her a medal. Maybe Donald Trump will give her one. We don't know. But I'm with it. That is transparency. We've talked about this. So I know S&M, you're going to be a little toxic, and I think T is over there being a little toxic.
A little bit, maybe from a different angle. I love this for her. Like she should think that God gave her a blessing in order to be able to do for her man what she feels is right. Right? Who am I to judge if she chooses to cater to her relationship by giving her man special gifts? It might be something that they've talked about between the two of them. They might have an open relationship. They might be lifestyle or poly. She might just be a sucker for love. Who knows? But if she likes it, I love that for her. And if she feels like it's God's blessing, she's probably giving him the best cuckoo and he's going to get the best cuckoo somewhere else. That man is winning. Life is good for everybody.
Yes. And yes. Yes. And this is the part that I love the most, right? How she invoked God into it. In all seriousness, as a married person, I try to encourage people to live marriage the way that they feel like it needs to be lived. A lot of times, like, people are living marriage like for other people. And I get that church and religion is a strong impact, right? But I feel like God is omnipresent, omni-knowing, right? Omnipotent, all that. So God knows what's in your heart. God knows what's even in your loins. You dig what I'm saying? And so, like, God sent him, the husband, the pastor, I believe he was a leader of the church too, right? He was like, hey, I'm going to send you a wife who's going to hold you down in the ways you need to be held down. You feel what I'm saying? So maybe she wasn't the looker that you probably deserve for real. Maybe she wasn't giving you the toppy that you needed for real. But when it came to bearing your children, when it came to doing bookkeeping, when it came to being able to iron and cook and clean, she was able to give you the strength, the helpmate that you needed. She took helpmate to a whole different level. You dig what I'm saying? And I know it's hard for people like, oh, what you mean? Like, you helped him get ready to but think about this, right? If she wasn't trying to have sex with him, old girl was probably doing her a favor. Like, girl, you know what? Take my light work. I don't want that. He provided for me. He's a leader in his household. He's a leader in the community. But I don't feel like sucking his dick. So hell yeah, baby, let me get you right. You know what I'm saying? So shorty can take care of you. I felt like marriage, especially with what? Marriage with them, it requires sacrifice. So what did she sacrifice? What? Just a little ironing? A little kiss on the cheek? Hey, babe, have a good time. I'll see you later. The nigga still came home. Like, some of y'all be like prioritizing the wrong thing. I bet he checked a lot of the leadership, a lot of the provision, a lot of the protector boxes that she needed checked. And if she recognized that she was not of the ilk when it came to how he needed the silk in terms of his boxers, in terms of his drawers, and she was willing to help him, God bless her. And lastly, she said graced by God. I think what she meant was the understanding, the enlightenment, the understanding that our union is so far beyond the metaphysical for real. So am I going to get in the way of God's purpose for me on this planet to serve not only my husband, but the people because he want to get some trim from around the way? kudos to her, man. Kudos to her. And I feel
Somehow she still
people
became the bad guy with all of God's
Mm.
grace. She wasn't giving him enough pussy
what
at
you
home, so she had to be a good enough woman to let him go get it somewhere else because she couldn't fulfill his needs.
Mm.
Somehow, in all her grace and
how'd you
glory,
hear that as a bad guy?
we have that is
How'd you hear that as a
how
bad
do we
guy?
know she's not giving him
Y'all
no
see,
pussy?
you just real quick, you characterized that as a bad thing, right? And I did not. I gave a scenario where I felt like a lot of y'all can't understand why this is happening. And I think there's a lot of women in relationships who abdicate their responsibilities sexually, right? And so I'm just imagining a scenario where there are women who can learn from this because what
Oh,
that woman said was that her relationship was far greater than her need to control her man's penis. Her relationship with God spoke to
that's in them. Get him.
So look, I just want to add some
what?
additional context
No.
because no, that's not what
Context.
happened in that relationship. That's
We
not
need
what happened in
context.
that relationship. As a matter of fact, he went on to talk about how he wasn't even attracted to her. He didn't like
I
her.
said that.
She chased him
I
down like
said that.
Urkel. Right.
I
What I'm
said
saying
that.
is I'm saying I understood that part of it, but I'm providing it for the people to say
Oh,
his
yeah.
words. His words was like, he said he wasn't attracted to her because she wasn't his preference. He was chasing his preference. She was like Urkel and she wore him down. And finally, he was like, you know what? Let me do this woman whenever it's clever. So initially, it wasn't, she didn't even know she was helping him go. Like she chose to, after he cheated on her numerous times, then she
That
chose
wasn't
to
cheating.
accept this.
That wasn't cheating.
Then, so he
If
started
she
off
pinned him down
cheating.
and he told her what was up repeatedly, because in that same clip, she talked
He
about how
did
he
tell her
called
that
her
he was
out.
not attractive and she was
Yeah,
ugly.
he
He did.
told
Sucker
He
for
was,
her
love.
what she's admitted that he told her what was up. So and
yeah,
that's
she
why I
was
said
crazy. She was crazy.
that's why I said like she knew what time it was, but she still got the provision, she still got the relationship, she still got the husband, the position in the church. She still got a
No,
good
no.
deal.
Not if you
And
have a
so what
partner
and
who's
it's
calling you
funny
ugly.
because